Today's video we're looking at a Battle Blades item. This is the Kage no Senshi. This is a rarely reproduced item. Take a look at some specs, up close looks, and cut testing with this beautiful work of art. I talk about first impressions of this one. It's sharp as hell. So when I'm doing the cut testing with this one, I was able to play with obviously the main edge cuts. It cut beautifully through. It's a T10 high carbon steel with a cross section that you can see in the shadow and in the light right here. So that cross section is going to allow us to have less friction when we're cutting through. And it's also just a very well maintained edge. It's very sharp. You don't need to get a sharpening surface. Half this is also, so from, this is not the sharp part, but from this point forward to the tip, that's all sharp. So you basically have a double edge or a 1.5 edge short sword. Some unique features on this other than the T10 high carbon steel is the genuine Hammond line that you're going to see in the up close looks. And a really unique feature that I have personally not seen very often, which is a blue genuine race skin. So we have the bamboo pins, 2 pins, and this has been dyed blue, and it's genuine race skin, which is the traditional way that a lot of wakizashi and katana are done, and this one is no different. This is a rarely reproduced item. I haven't actually seen a variation of this before for a time that I've worked at Kult of Athena. The ability to have the cut and also the thrust in this one, the transition is really nice. It's a completely straight sword, so there's no curve. There's no curve to it whatsoever. It's a completely straight sword. It's short, and it still allows you to have a two-handed grip if you chose. I think I worked a little bit of two-handed grip. I can't really remember. I did like 7 reviews, 7 cut testing reviews in one day. So I think I did two-handed grip. It could have been the Kriegmesser that I worked as well. But if I didn't, then you still have that extra leverage if you did want to work some two-handed stuff as well, if you wanted that extra leverage. In my opinion, it's a little short to use for two hands. But if that's something that you do for martial arts forums, or that's something that you do in your own martial arts training and cut testing, that is something that you have as an option. So overall, other than that, the saya is a gloss finish. It's done really well. It's got a more navy blue or like a true navy wrap to it. It draws in and out of the scabbard very nicely. I put this in the category of a lifetime collection based on price point, quality, and overall just appearance. So even if you have this up on a sword stand, if you are going to do cut testing with it, make sure you maintenance your blades by having a maintenance kit, and just making sure as the elements change throughout the seasons that you're also maintaining your collection for the long term. The draw has a nice pull to it. No scratching coming in and out of the scabbard, so nothing to be concerned about with that at all. Let's take a look at some up close looks to this one in the scabbard and out of the scabbard. Overall length 31 1/8, blade length 21 3/8 inches, weight 1 pound 14 ounces with a very sharp edge. The width is 34 millimeters. Thickness goes from 7.3 to 4.5 millimeters. There's no real pommel, but there's just the cap, how they normally have for a wakizashi or a katana. Point of balance is 3 inches from the guard with a grip length of 7 5/8 inches with genuine blued race skin. We have a blade steel of T10 high carbon steel. The culture is Japanese, and this one's manufactured by Battle Blades. Here are some extra up close looks of the Hammond line and the false edge, which is just as sharp as the main edge. Keep in context that I have done the cut testing already with this one, and I have wiped it down and cleaned it, so this one is slightly used. So keep that in consideration when you're seeing some very up close looks of this sword. Talking about cut testing with this one, I do all the cutting on a separate day. That way I can get the best possible cuts for these videos. I worked with primarily, obviously, main edge cut. I didn't do any thrust because thrusting tatami mats is kind of pointless. I did experiment with using the back edge or the false edge. I used some horizontal false edge strikes or tears, which are not intended to be super clean cuts. They are experimental cuts, so that way I can really just give a little bit more variety for this video, so you can see, you know, the potential of what this blade has to offer. All right, that's it for the Kage no Senshi from Battle Blades, a unique item that I would put more in the Wakasashe or short sword category. Obviously, this one is completely straight with a very long back edge. Half of it is sharp. I put this in the lifetime investment or lifetime collection category based on price point and also just overall quality and just how unique it is. To purchase this one, add this to your collection or to get it for someone for a gift with the holiday seasons coming up, click the link in the description below this video to buy this one today. I'm your host, Tom, for Kult of Athena's YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on TikTok and on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next review.